Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I finally have a bead making video for you guys today. A lot of my videos so far have been bead hauls and learning how to do new tools, but today I finally have an actual bead making video today. So today I'm going to show you guys the bracelets I made with these cute little star beads. These are so adorable. I showed these to you guys in one of my previous bead hauls. So go check that out if you have not seen it. These are so cute and dainty. I just really fell in love with tiny beads. I'm fairly new to beading, and I learned very quickly. You know, my first haul was mostly a lot of like large pony beads and everything. But as you can see, this whole bracelet video today is all seed beads. I got 3 colors picked out, and I always like to add white to my mix. Adding the little white mix is so gorgeous, so I always tend to add a little bit of white mix to all of my bead mixes. But my first haul was all a bunch of like large pony beads, and I found over time, as I was making bracelets, that I really love the dainty look of seed beads. So I was just so happy to finally do this. I picked up this tiny bead kit. I don't think I showed it in one of my bead hauls though. It was really interesting. I was editing all my bead hauls so far, and I did not see the seed bead kit. I think I just got that, I'm not sure when I got the seed bead kit. I know it was sometime after the first haul. Or maybe I did show the seed bead kit. I don't remember, but anyway, there were 2 items missing. Anyway, maybe I did show the seed bead kit, but the other thing that I did not show was my, my bead board. I guess we'll see if it's in this video. I'm doing a voiceover for this today because I had to film this one silently because I don't always have a quiet environment. My husband's in the room with me playing his video game. He's on voice chat with his friends, so I can't always get a quiet environment to film. So this one was filmed in silence, and I'm doing a voiceover now, as you can see. So I'm rambling about things unrelated. But anyways, let me get back to the topic. But I don't recall if I showed this seed bead tray in one of my hauls, but I also got a at the same time that I got my bead spinner, I also got a bead board, which is a nice little measuring board, so I know the length of my bracelets, so they can be a lot more uniform going forward when I make them. I'm not sure why I didn't show that, but anyway, if I didn't show this seed bead kit, here it is now. You're seeing it for the first time. I can't remember if I saw it in the video. Anyways, here I am making my little mix. I tried to match the colors of the stars, so I thought it'd be really pretty. And of course, like I said, I always like to add a little bit of white, that white snow mix from Hobby Lobby, into my colors. So it looks like I'm trying to just get the even proportions and everything in here. And as of the filming of this video, I also have gotten a lot more proficient at the bead spinner. My last video that I uploaded, you guys will see, it was my first time using a bead spinner, and it was not very graceful. I was trying to figure out my life with that one. So if anybody watched any of that, or even if you watched all of it, thank you so much, because it was a very long video. It was about 40 minutes long. I did not realize the clips I had filmed was that long, but when I was editing it, I really felt like there wasn't really much I could have cut out. I kind of just felt like it would have been cuter to just show my raw struggle with it, learning how to use it. So I left the video for the most part intact, and it was 40 minutes long of me learning how to use that thing. So if you want to check that out and watch me fail horribly, go do that. And if you did watch some of it or even half of it, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you guys for being here on my journey. I appreciate all of you, everybody who has commented and subscribed so far. I'm blown away by all the love that I have gotten, so thank you so much for that. I just thought it would be fun to start making videos showing my new favorite hobby, because I'm just so excited about bead making now, and I did not expect all the love that I got. My husband's texting me, so it's beeping. Did not expect all the love that I got, so thank you guys so much for being here, and all the growth I've gotten so soon. Some people might say 26 subscribers isn't a lot, but to me it is. It means a lot to me that even 26 of you care enough to watch me make my jewelry. So thank you so much for being here and for your support and love, and I cannot wait to show you everything that I make in the future. So here I am. I got my little seed mixture all mixed up. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. My little star beads. I still have more of these star beads. I might make some more just because I really love this color combination so much. It's just so pretty. And hopefully if you guys like them enough, I'll keep making them. I definitely think it's going to be one of my staples. Because like I mentioned in previous videos, I am going to try to get a bracelet shop going sometime soon. I got to figure out all the logistics of that. It is not a small undertaking to open up a shop and all that and have to ship out some, items and everything. So I got to get that figured out. Got to make a website. I got to get shipping materials. I got to, make product photos and all that. Because like I said in a previous video, I love making these bracelets, but it is not a cheap hobby. So I gotta make some money back from all this buying. I can't just keep spending money on beads. We're not rich, we broke, okay? As I've said before. So I'm definitely gonna try to sell some of my creations. So like I said, I keep saying in every video, if you see anything you like, just be patient. It will be up for sale at some point soon, and I will let you know when that happens. But here I am. As you can see, the bead spinner is going a lot more smoothly. now now that I know what the heck that I'm doing. When I was learning to use a bead spinner, I learned that you need to have a curved hook. That, for one, helps. I guess it helps to, for one, scoop up the beads, and two, that little hill kind of traps them onto the rod, which is so helpful. See how smoothly I got all those on there, and I'm bending the wire again to get it a little more curved, so it'll stay on there better. And let's look how smoothly they go on, you guys. Talk about an improvement. I went from horribly failing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the precision, the expertise. Here I am showing off all the beads I've got in here so far. I think in this clip, I just wanted you guys to see the pretty patterns it makes. That's what I love about this bead spinner, just the random colors that get on here. It's so pretty the way it randomizes the colors. It's just so gorgeous. Before I got this bead spinner, I was able to replicate that randomness. Obviously, you just dump out a bunch of seed beads and hand string them. I just kind of picked, whichever one up to get that random effect, but I very much am happy to have the bead spinner now because it makes it a lot faster. I don't know how I had the patience to do all those bracelets I did make before without the bead spinner, but woo, let me tell you, Lord of Jesus mercy, I'm so glad I have a bead spinner now. So it's pretty much a chill video. I didn't really edit this one too much. I just wanted you guys to see, my entire process. I think it's calming sometimes to watch people make bracelets. Got some chill music going on in the background and just somebody vibing and doing their art. There's the beadboard. It is in this video. Yes, so I got that too. I don't know why I did not include the beadboard in my bead spinner unboxing, because I'm pretty sure I got it the same day. So I bought that because I was having a hard time keeping my bracelet sizes consistent. I did have that little white tray you see beside my Stretch Magic string. I was using that to measure out my bracelets because it is about 7 inches across, and I was just kind of using that. But even using that, I was finding my bracelets were not turning out, I guess, uniform. I would like all my bracelets to be the same size so that people, when you order from me, you know what to expect from me, and you know if you need me to tell you to make it smaller for you, or anything like that. So I thought it was very important to have a uniform size for all my bracelets, so that way not only is it more professional, but everybody knows what to expect from me. If you buy a bracelet one day and you're like, oh, these are a little too big, or this is a little too small for me, you can say, hey, I'd like to order this bracelet. Can you make it a little bigger for me? But for now, all of my bracelets will be 7 inches. 7 inches, I guess it would be in length, but in this beadboard they have it in a circle. I guess you can better see the layout. But all my bracelets will be 7 inches. That's the standard size for women's wrists. I looked it up. It was about 6.5 to 7. I went ahead and made it 7. I feel like that might be a little bit more inclusive for everybody because I'm a chubby gal, and even though I'm a chubby gal, these bracelets are not tight on me or anything. They fit perfectly. And I feel like if it fits good on me as a chubby gal, it should do well for most people. Because I know some people like their bracelets a little bit more loose, and it's just the average adult wrist. Like I said, I'm not sure how to do customs going forward. We'll just have to see. If you already know for a fact that 7 inches is too big or too small for you, we'll have to figure that out at the time that you place your order. We'll figure that out. Or over time, somebody might say, hey, can you start making bracelets in 6 inches? I might start, doing, I might make a stack of the same bracelet, one maybe 5 and 7 inches, and make 5 and 6 inches, whatever. We'll just have to see going forward. But a lot of videos that I watched, like I keep mentioning Kelly Prepster Studio. She's been a huge help in my bead journey. I love watching her videos. She's so sweet and fun to watch. I believe she makes hers 7 inches as well. A couple other people I watched their videos too, and theirs are 7 inches. So I'm like, okay, 7 inches seems to be, the size that works for most people. So 7 inches it's going to be for now. If that ends up being disappointing to somebody, we'll figure that out going forward. I have no issue making things a little bit smaller. But here are my finished bracelets. These are all the bracelets I made. How cute are those? How cute are those? So that bead spinner really helps you make a lot of bracelets. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Here I am trying them on. They're just so adorable. I love those little tiny star beads. I'm just in love with seed beads, you guys. They're so cute. I'm enjoying them a lot more than I am the pony beads, but we'll have to see. I'm gonna try not to abandon the pony beads, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.